Hello students, good morning. We are starting new chapter today, that is biological classification after living world. Biological classification we are starting. This is first lecture of biological classification. Okay, in this chapter we are going to discuss about kingdom system of classification. One by one, 5 kingdoms we are going to discuss their characters and their classification. Okay, say for example kingdom Monera. First we will cover kingdom Monera, their characters and example, then kingdom Protista, kingdom Mycota, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. These are the headings in this chapter. Okay, let's begin the biological classification. Classification means grouping organisms based on similarities and dissimilarities, right? And here first attempt to classify organism was made by Aristotle. Aristotle, also regarded as father of biology, this Aristotle, he classified plants into herbs, shrubs and trees. He classified plants into herbs, shrubs and trees, right? Aristotle, also known as father of biology, he classified plants into 3 categories. Just on the basis of height, he classified plants into herbs, small size plant, shrubs, medium size plant, and trees are tall plants. Similarly, Aristotle also classified animals. He classified animals into 2 groups. What are the 2 groups? Anaima and Anaima. Anaima and Anaima. What is Anaima? Anaima means animals with red blood. With red blood. Animals with red blood, Anaima. Anaima, that is colorless blood. Okay, without red blood, you can say, without red blood. So animals he divided into 2 categories, Anaima 1 category, Anaima 1 category. Anaima means without red blood. So this is what classification given by Aristotle. After Aristotle, many scientists time to time has adopted new methods of classification. This is the, you can say, very earliest type of classification wherein only one character is considered for classification of organism. Plants on the basis of height, animals on the basis of blood color, like this classification was made. And after this, Aristotle came a new scientist by name Carolus Linnaeus, and Carolus Linnaeus has given a kingdom system of classification called 2-kingdom system of classification. What is the system of classification given by Aristotle? Aristotle has given a very simple classification, no kingdom. Aristotle just he classified plants on the basis of height, animals on the basis of blood color. After Aristotle, Carolus Linnaeus has given 2-kingdom system of classification. And according to this 2-kingdom system of classification, one kingdom was Plantae and second kingdom was Animalia. Okay, like these 2 kingdoms he added. And the major disadvantage of this kingdom, 2-kingdom system of classification, was there was difficulty in placing bacteria, because bacteria is neither plant nor animal, right? There are certain organisms which are very difficult to decide whether they are plants or animals. So here the problem we can face with bacteria. In case of Plantae kingdom, according to Linnaeus, all those organisms which are having cell wall comes under Plantae. So according to Linnaeus, not according to the present system of classification. We are talking about earliest system of classification given by Linnaeus. According to Linnaeus, bacteria comes under plantae, fungus come under plantae, fungi, algae comes under plantae, and all plants. According to this plantae, according to this linear system of classification, there will be a question. According to two kingdom system of classification, bacteria comes under which kingdom? This is what plantae kingdom. So this is what major difficulty, because we know that in present time we know that bacteria are not plants. Yes, they have only one resemblance, that is presence of cell wall. Only on the basis of cell wall you cannot say bacteria are plants, you cannot say fungi are plants. But anyhow, this is what old system of classification, a wrong system of classification. This is given by Linnaeus, Animalia means all animals, right? So according to two kingdom system of classification, why bacteria, fungi comes under plantae? So you should say, according to old system of classification, bacteria, fungi, algae, they are all belonging to plant kingdom because of one reason. What is that reason? The reason was presence of cell wall. Which character? Presence of cell wall. All these are having cell wall, presence of cell wall. And what about animals? Animals are not having cell wall. Animals are not having cell wall, but these bacteria, fungi, algae, plants are having cell wall. One more thing, students, you should remember, bacteria, of course it is having cell wall, but nowhere it is resembling in chemical composition with the cell wall of plants. The cell wall of plant is completely different from the cell wall of bacteria. The cell wall of bacteria, if you write cell wall in case of bacteria, cell wall is made of peptidoglycan. In case of bacteria, cell wall is made of peptidoglycan. In case of fungi, cell wall is made of chitin. In case of fungi, cell wall is made of chitin. In case of algae, cell wall is made of cellulose. So you can see here, the cell wall definitely it is present in bacteria, fungi, algae. They are having cell wall, but they are not having similar composition, not having chemical composition like that of plant cell wall or algae cell wall. They differ in chemical composition, right? And there are many organisms which are in between plants and animals, having characteristics of plant as well as characteristics of animal. So that's why ये two kingdom system of classification sufficient नहीं है to classify organisms. We need another system of classification. This is what oldest system, Linnaeus को हम बोलते हैं, देखिए फादर ऑफ टेक्सोनॉमी भी बोलते हैं. Linnaeus also called father of taxonomy. And Linnaeus also known as proponent of binomial nomenclature. He proposed binomial nomenclature also, right? तो ये बात याद रखिए, Linnaeus को हम father of taxonomy भी बोलते हैं. Linnaeus also known as proponent of binomial nomenclature, and Linnaeus also classified plants. Linnaeus classified plants based on the number of stamens. Linnaeus classified plants on the basis of number of stamens. On the basis of number of stamens के नंबर के बेसिस पर. You know, all stamens are what? Stamens are the male part of the flower, and depending on the number of stamen, whether flower are having one stamen, two stamen, three stamen, or many stamen, based on that Carolus Linnaeus has given a system of classification. System of classification based on the number of stamens. This is also known as sexual system of classification. Linnaeus का जो system था, Linnaeus system is also called sexual system of classification. So many things to remember regarding Carolus Linnaeus. Correct? Carolus Linnaeus के बारे में लिविंग वर्ल्ड चैप्टर में भी है, बायोलॉजिकल क्लासिफिकेशन चैप्टर में भी है. Carolus Linnaeus classified plants on the basis of number of stamens. It is called sexual system of classification, and Linnaeus given binomial nomenclature. Linnaeus known as father of taxonomy. ओके, पॉइंट नोट करिए, ये अच्छे से साइड में लिख लीजिए. Carolus Linnaeus classified plants on the basis of number of stamen. This is called sexual system because stamens are the male reproductive part. Only sexual character he considered for classification of plants. That's why it is known as sexual system of classification. Note करिए points here. Okay students, now let's move to the next one, three kingdom system of classification. Time to time method of classification has changed. Three kingdom system of classification was given by Ernst Haeckel. Why he felt the necessity of three kingdom system of classification? अर्नस्ट हैकल को ऐसा क्या लगा जो है ये थ्री किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन दिया है? द मेन रीजन अर्नस्ट हैकल हैज गिवन थ्री किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन बिकॉज ही फेल्ट दैट देर आर सम ऑर्गेनिज्म यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स and he felt that unicellular organism should be kept separately in a separate kingdom. So therefore he made a third kingdom. And what was the third kingdom he added? Kingdom Protista he added. Okay, Kingdom Protista he added, and this Kingdom Protista include all unicellular. Kingdom Protista includes all unicellular eukaryotes आएंगे, देखिए किंगडम में. All those organisms which are having nuclear membrane, compulsory nuclear membrane should be present. Cell having nuclear membrane compulsory होना चाहिए, and the organism must be unicellular. Kingdom Protista include all unicellular eukaryotes, सारे unicellular, all unicellular eukaryotes. And then Kingdom Protista is not having any defined boundaries. So Kingdom Protista is not having any defined boundaries because this kingdom include plant-like, animal-like, fungus-like organisms. All the types of organisms are included here. क्यों बोल रहे हैं हम इसको not having defined boundaries? इसका मतलब है some organisms of Kingdom Protista may be photosynthetic, may be heterotrophic, may be photosynthetic, और हेटेरोट्रॉफिक भी हो सकते हैं. तो दिस किंगडम नॉट हैविंग एनी डिफाइंड बाउंड्री, प्लांट के जैसे ऑर्गेनिज्म भी आ रहे हैं यहाँ पर, एनिमल के जैसे भी ऑर्गेनिज्म आ रहे हैं, नॉट हैविंग एनी डिफाइंड बाउंड्री, दिस इज द किंगडम ऑफ यूनिसेलुलर यूकैरियोटिक ऑर्गेनिजम्स। यूनिसेलुलर यूकैरियोटिक ऑर्गेनिज्म के लिए कौन सा किंगडम है? प्रोटिस्टा किंगडम है, याद रखिए। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, एंड देन आफ्टर दिस किंगडम प्रोटिस्टा, फोर्थ किंगडम वाज एडेड। एंड व्हाट वाज द फोर्थ किंगडम? फोर किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन, फोर्थ किंगडम गिवन बाय कोपलैंड, fourth kingdom given by Copeland. What is the necessity of adding fourth kingdom? Time to time method of classification has changed. पहले 2 kingdom था, बाद में 3 kingdom, and now the time for 4 kingdom system of classification. And he added which kingdom? He added Monera kingdom. He added Linnaeus given Plantae Animalia, Ernst Haeckel given Protista, Copeland added Monera, and Monera is for unicellular prokaryotes. Prokaryotes का मतलब क्या होगा? These are the organism in which there is no nuclear envelope. Eukaryote का मतलब है न्यूक्लियर एनवलप प्रेजेंट है, न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन प्रेजेंट है। अगर न्यूक्लियर एनवलप और मेम्ब्रेन इज एब्सेंट, वी कॉल इट प्रोकैरियोट। प्रोकैरियोट का मतलब क्या होगा? न्यूक्लियर एनवलप एब्सेंट, न्यूक्लियर एनवलप एब्सेंट तब प्रोकैरियोट बोलना, न्यूक्लियर एनवलप प्रेजेंट रहा तो यूकैरियोट बोलना। ठीक है, समझ गए आप? प्रोकैरियोट मीन्स न्यूक्लियर एनवलप एब्सेंट बोलना चाहिए। ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव द मॉडर्न सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन, 5 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन, 5 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन गिवन बाय 5 kingdom system of classification given by R.H. Whitaker, R.H. Whitaker in the year 1969. Yes, R.H. Whitaker added 5th kingdom. What was the 5th kingdom he added? Now 5th kingdom added was Mycota, kingdom Mycota for fungi. किंगडम माइकोटा वाज फंजाई। अब टोटल करिए कितने किंगडम हो गए? फर्स्ट मोनेरा हो गया, सेकेंड प्रोटिस्टा, थर्ड माइकोटा, प्लांटे, एनिमलिया, पूरे 5 किंगडम हो गए। मोनेरा, प्रोटिस्टा, माइकोटा, प्लांटे, एनिमलिया, 5 किंगडम सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन गिवन बाय R.H. Whitaker. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, R.H. Whitaker सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन, R.H. Whitaker system of classification was based on, classification was based on कौन से बेसिस पर जो है 5 किंगडम्स बनाए हैं? R.H. Whitaker has given 5th kingdom. On what basis he has given 5th kingdom system of classification? Trick, CMTRP. CMTRP क्या है? ये ट्रिक है, ये याद रखिए। और यहां पर C फॉर क्या है? सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट मीन्स सेल प्रोकैरियोट है क्या यूकैरियोट है? सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। देन M फॉर मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, किस टाइप से ऑर्गेनिज्म फूड ऑब्टेन कर रहे हैं, इन व्हाट वे ऑर्गेनिजम्स आर गेटिंग फूड, दैट इज कॉल्ड न्यूट्रिशन। एंड T फॉर थैलस, थैलस मतलब बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। एंड फोर्थ कैरेक्टर वाज रिप्रोडक्शन, फोर्थ कैरेक्टर वाज रिप्रोडक्शन। एंड फिफ्थ कैरेक्टर वाज फाइलोजेनेटिक रिलेशनशिप, फाइलोजेनेटिक रिलेशनशिप। देखिए स्टूडेंट, यहां पर जो मेजर क्वेश्चन अच्छा बन सकता है, RH Whittaker system of classification was not based on. RH Whittaker system of classification not based on. तो आप वहां पे 4 ऑप्शंस में से देखना होगा आपको. These are the character which are used for classification of organism into 5 kingdoms. CMTRP. C for cellular organization, M for mode of nutrition, T for thallus organization. Thallus मतलब उनका बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है. R for methods of reproduction, how organisms are reproducing, and P for phylogenetic relationship. So phylogenetic relationship क्या होगा ये? Phylogenetic relationship is nothing but ancestral relationship. Ancestral relationship को बोलेंगे phylogenetic relationship. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, यहां पर क्वेश्चन बन सकता है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कैरेक्टर नॉट यूज बाई RH Whittaker. तो दीज आर द कैरेक्टर यूज बाय RH Whittaker. वेदर RH Whittaker यूज द कैरेक्टर ऑफ सेल वॉल? नो. वेदर RH Whittaker use the character of oviparous or viviparous? No. Whether RH Whittaker use the character of blood color? No. RH Whittaker use 5 character. What are those 5 character? CMTRP. Okay, ये क्वेश्चन हो सकता है. Another question, which character was very important in the classification, 5 kingdom system of classification? Which character was very important? Out of these 5 character, very important character was mode of nutrition. Very important character. Very important character used by RH Whittaker in his system of classification was mode of nutrition. How organism get food? Depending upon the nutrition, you can call. There are 2 types of organism. Holophytic. Holophytic का मतलब क्या होता है? Plant like nutrition. Plant like nutrition को बोलेंगे holophytic. Plant like nutrition. और एक होती है ना holozoic. Holozoic का मतलब होता है एनिमल लाइक न्यूट्रिशन. एनिमल के जैसा न्यूट्रिशन ऑब्टेन करना, होलोजोइक.